Hello, everybody. Hello, Julie.
Hello, Carolyn.
Well, here we are again. It's Tuesday. It's 2 o'clock. It's time for
The Carolyn Show,
where I will review a few new books, one oldie but goodie. And I've got a bunch that are really, really good this time.
I know.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, but we just have to, make the reminder that we are coming to you live from the beautifully renovated North Walpole branch of the Walpole Town Library.
Which is such a cozy place.
It's such a cozy place. And I'll tell you the truth, if you haven't been here to visit,
you should.
You should come over because it's completely different. It's so open, it's light, it's inviting. So please come.
And do you know what we're doing here now on Monday afternoons from 2 to 3?
No, what are we doing?
We're having a new group, and anyone can come. You don't have to live in North Walpole to come to this group, but we're having a new group called Books and Friends. And you can come from 2 to 3 on Mondays and chat about what you're reading, learn about new authors, just catch up, make new friends, talk to old friends. Should be fun.
They should be fun.
Yes.
So you all hear that?
I'm here then. Yes, I am.
Okay. So y'all come.
You hear?
So anyway, let's get down to what we're really here for today on a Tuesday.
Books.
So here we have Dana Stabenow. It's a Kate Shugak mystery in Alaska. And all of our favorites are there. The Gross Didiers, Auntie Vi.
Oh.
Best of all, Jim Chopin.
Oh.
Yes.
Now, these I know go in order. So this is continuing that, right?
The characters continue, and there's some new ones, but you really don't have to read them in order.
Okay.
But this latest adventure has Jim and Kate, and on another adventure in the Alaskan wilds.
Ooh.
And so the last one, it seemed the last book, Kate disappeared for some reason, and Jim was left on his own. But we are all happy that they are back together.
Yes. Yes.
They are back together. And Mutt, the half wolf, half husky, has a litter.
Ooh, puppies.
So this is an ongoing saga of the Alaskan wilds. So good mystery, well written.
They certainly are popular, and if I am correct, we have every single one at the library.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
So you don't have to read them in order. However, they are continuing characters, and this is a really rip-roaring adventure up in the wilds of Alaska.
Ooh.
So come and get it.
Excellent.
That's a good one. Oh, I think this one has my name on it.
It does. I just brought that book for you to read.
I know, thank you so much. Because it's a Sebastian St. Cyr mystery. C.S. Harris. C.S. Harris writes about not Victorian, earlier than Victorian England. And Sebastian St. Cyr is an investigator. And he has a wife named Hero.
Hero?
Yeah. And there's always a good adventure here with Sebastian because he's a noble blood. So he has a lot of money. However, he has a friend who was a doctor, who's a pathologist. And that because they were both in the French wars, they were fighting Napoleon, the English, and so they got to be very good friends then. And this is another really rousing.
Ooh.
Rousing. So these books are so well written, And again, you don't have to read them in order.
Okay.
But the characters
Do continue. So if you love them, never fear, they will be in all the books.
Well, Julie, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Once in a blue moon.
Thank you. Anyway, this is a really good one. I have yet to indulge in it, but it had my name on it.
It sure did.
So that's what I'm reading next. Anyway, so come get this is a good one.
Oh, good.
This is by C.S. Harris, When Blood Lies.
Ooh.
So that's a good one. And here's another one of my favorites, Susan Hill. And her guy is Simon Seralia.
Ooh.
Who lives in, not London, but in England. And it's not a real town, in Lafferton. But it has a cathedral, and he lives at the cathedral close. Ooh. And he's the chief detective in this Lafferton CID, Criminal Investigation Division.
Oh, thank you for translating from British.
And this is another in the series about with Simon Seralia, who's the head of CID. His sister Kat, short for Catherine, who is a doctor, GP, and there are other recurring characters. You don't have to read them in order, but they do have recurring characters. And this is a really, it's really good. It's called A Change of Circumstance.
And this is in modern times?
This is in modern times, yes. It's the newest installment of Susan Hill's electrifying crime series. Simon Seralia finds himself in devastating new territory as a sophisticated drug network sets its sights on Lafferton.
Ooh.
Yes. So this is a good one, as you can see.
Your bookmark that's not your usual bookmark, though.
No, this bookmark is
a Walpole Town Library bookmark.
With
our hours.
So
always handy.
Always handy. So this is really, and then this is the phone number that I have to do. But anyway, Change of Circumstance is wonderful, well written. Susan Hill.
Very good.
Very good author. So if you haven't, you don't have to read them in order. So she's very prolific. So if you start
and you like it, that's what I love. If you start a book and then you love it, and you find that author has written so many other books.
Yes, and that's a mark of a good series. Right?
Yep.
Oh,
I love Ann Tyler. I am looking so forward to this book.
I know. I'm going to hurry up and read it so you can have it. This is French Braid by Ann Tyler. And she has a gift. A great novelist needs intent observation.
And that is very true of her. Sometimes you think she just writes about minutia, but she doesn't. She understands families and relationships so well.
So well.
Yes.
And she's such a fine author. It's a funny, joyful, brilliant, perceptive journey deep into one family's foibles from the 1950s up to our pandemic present.
Ooh. You know, I noticed, I was reading another book the other day, and it was completely set during the pandemic. And I think we're going to find that more and more, that the books are incorporating the pandemic. So it's really kind of an interesting thing to read about.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. This one. So the Garretts take their first and last family vacation in the summer of 1959. Therein lies the tale. And look at this picture of Anne, doesn't she?
She looks just like you think she would.
I know. Although she doesn't have a French braid.
No, she doesn't. Yes.
But
and I've seen two covers of this book, because this cover looks like a braided rug to me. but I have seen a picture of the back of a woman, sort of like a painting, but not exactly, of the back of the woman with a French braid. So there are definitely two covers to this book.
A Spool of Blue Thread.
Did you read that one?
I didn't.
So good.
Because I missed that, and I don't know how, because I love the entire.
Yeah, that one was. They're all. Have you read one that isn't good? They're all really good. Yeah.
So this one is smart. It's like I say, a funny, joyful, brilliant, perceptive journey.
Sounds good to me.
So there you go.
I have a suggestion.
What's that?
Do you want to read it for Sneak Peek Saturday, the first chapter?
Oh, yes. Ooh. And now, so our oldies but good. Oh, look at this massive tome.
It's a massive tome.
However, Natchez Burning by Greg Iles. Iles?
I always say Iles, but I don't really know.
I don't really know either. But it's Scott Turow,
who's pretty well known himself.
Right. Says Natchez Burning is a flat out terrific written with all the fire of its title, with its scope and passion and its themes about race violence, tradition, and the eternal smoldering anger of the South. It brings to mind Thomas Wolfe and William Faulkner, even while its cagey plot and restless energy keep you flying through the pages. This is absolutely a terrific. I've read this a couple of times.
Have you really?
I have, because it's
that good.
It's that good. It really is. So that's my oldies but goodies. If you haven't read this, definitely I would recommend reading it. It's like a heavy tome, but it's well worth the hours or however fast you read to peruse this book, because it's really
very good.
And there are more in this of this character, and so it's
and
good.
I think we have all his books.
We do have all of them. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Let's need to see. Yeah. I mean, he's just he's a very good writer, and always interesting.
Ooh.
And he keeps you. Like I say, it's a tome, and it's a little heavy.
But if you've read it several times, that means it's got to be good.
It is really, really good.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Yeah.
So that's my recommendation.
Ooh, very nice.
So Julie.
So Carolyn, you know what though? Can I just talk about one book I just finished?
Sure.
I didn't even think to bring it with me.
Oh, sure.
It's that new book by Nathaniel Philbrick called Travels with George.
Oh.
Have you I'm sure you've seen the cover, because you can see George Washington in the rearview mirror. Right. It's such a great cover.
I know. And he's a great writer.
It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I could not put it down. It was so good. And for us in New England, and then a little into the South, but mostly New England, we've been to a lot of the places that he's talking about. And it's like sitting down with a friend and having him tell you about his trip. And, he tells you and then he kind of goes off on a tangent and comes back in and tells you a little more, goes on a tangent and comes back in. And it's absolutely fabulous.
He's another really good writer.
And I wouldn't be intimidated by the fact that it's nonfiction, because the story is just, it's so good.
That's Philbrick. Every single book that he's written that I've read
is phenomenal.
I've loved. He's a really, so here's what I'm hoping will happen, that as we talk about books, and like you say, like mostly people interested in new books, new mysteries or whatever, but there's a wealth of books to be had.
Yes. And
so I think we could, try to do just a little bit more about nonfiction, because
and I'm a huge nonfiction fan, so yes.
So, but I think we would like to excite your reading appetite.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Maybe we should add oldie but good. We have oldie but goodie. How about if we add nonfiction?
Oldie but goodie nonfiction.
Oldie but goodie and nonfiction. Because
yeah.
we love to hear about your oldies but goodies. Right. So we can't get rid of that. But maybe we add a nonfiction. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to bore you with a whole bunch of details. So that's why we kind of keep it short.
Yep.
Keep your interest.
And then check the book out and read it.
Right.
Yes.
So I'm wondering, Julie, if at some time, and here comes Roberta Nelson.
Ah.
So anyway, that's it for this week.
Excellent.
And so next week we'll go over all these things and come up with some new ideas.
And if people have input, let us know.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Thank you, Carolyn.
Thank you, Julie.
Bye.
Bye.